Well, hello YouTube. Good morning. Here we are. Well, of course we got ourselves a start to another day. I already got all the nonsense, gibberish, and idiots over with first thing this morning before starting this here vlog. And yeah, welcome. Let's get this day on the road. Oh, I'm sure I'll run into a couple when I'm out and about today. However, the ones I run into today, I'm pretty sure I can handle, because they don't dictate or try to dictate the direction of your life, especially for the last 4 years. And then when it doesn't go their way, they wash the hands of you and basically kick you out the door without following the specialist or doctor's instructions. So that's kind of the boat that I find myself in now. It looks like they're ignoring the specialist or doctor's instructions and not going to send me for what needs to be, well, sent for. So I have a choice here to make. Do I stir the pot and seek a third party to intervene and see where it takes me from there? Or do I just let it go? Yes, it's my hand. Yes, it's my life. Yes, it's my livelihood or future. But at the same time, do these idiots even have any clue what they're doing? Contradictions. Cancel this appointment, but make that appointment. But yet, we shouldn't have canceled the first appointment because the second appointment is not soon enough. Well, then you shouldn't have canceled the first one. And people not knowing what each other is saying, people not knowing what they're even doing, it seems. So, it looks like I am free after 4 years, finally. Of course, I did say that in, I think it was 2014, and 6-8 months later, they drug me back into it in 2015, so I think now is a good time to change my phone number. So if they do ever call me back, then they can't get a hold of me. Because this is definitely not something that I really want to repeat. Especially the last round here has been full of idiots and people that should not have a job in that kind of system. Someday soon, once I've calmed down and able to gather up the proper polite words to say, I will make a video about my experiences, because I believe other people should know what's really going on in their system, what is really going on when they do certain things. I remember certain things that I did that I thought were normal, and I come to find out later on that, well, they weren't. That was just them being the way they are. Hey, you know, why keep people happy when you can starve them out, make them miserable, and it saves you money, right? You know, I guess it's the way it is. So now the bulk of the idiots are done with for the day. I can get on with doing some things that I wanted to do yesterday, but got all, well, you know, caught up in all other drama and stuff created by them. I've got, I think there's 15 things I'm wanting to do today, so let's see how far down the list we go. One of the nice things about not getting it done today is, well, there's always tomorrow. So let's get going and rolling, and you guessed her, we'll catch you all later. Well, of course, did some running around, did some project shopping, went and talked to a man about a horse, got the proper paperwork in order. So if I do decide to do a weekend getaway, a guy is able to. You guys may have seen her in the background of the vlogs and things like that, but watch the Maxwell's World channel. They will have more videos coming up on the new project on there. as well as if you ever do want a sneak peek on what's really going on, join the Twitter, join the social media pages like the Facebooks, and follow the links that are down in the description. And quite often you'll get a sneak peek of what's going on, sometimes months in advance, before waiting on the YouTube for it to happen. Well, of course, picked up some stuff for the project here, so I want to get undergoing on that. I do have a family function coming up in another couple of months that would be nice to take a weekend trip away in it. Go and see what's the what, and see some family members, spend a night or two in it, and you can get a feel for it, feel for what you want to add or change, or hey, maybe it's not the thing that I want altogether and we'll go another direction. Well, I was able to get my whole list done. I had 15 items in total on my list, and out of those 15 I was able to do like 12. The other 3 weren't necessity by far. One of them was just to go to browse to see what's the what in a retail store, which I didn't really need to do or don't need to do at this moment. Another one was stop by the gray shirt store and see what else they had for gray shirts. However, I do still have 3 or 4 brand new ones, and I don't really need to buy any more, but it was just kind of a time killer or time waster if I really wanted to. And the third one was stop in at a certain place to look at a certain item, but again, I think it's cheaper to return to the retail store than what it is to try to fix their defective or faulty item. But pretty much, guys, going to shoot probably a couple of videos here of the new project here, kind of an intro to the Maxwell's World channel, and then I can start doing the video series of fixing it up, working on it, and things like that. Of course, I got some stuff to unload from the truck. Pretty soon it'll be supper time, and next thing you know, it'll be time to shut her on down for the day and around re-roll. So yeah, you guessed her. We'll catch you all then. We come to the end of another long day. Well, it started out as a rough day, a rough morning. Getting a phone call and getting some news that I didn't want to hear. However, I did expect it, kind of. When you're dealing with certain types of people, people who are dishonest, people who do not have your best interest in mind, who are looking out for themselves, you come to expect shenanigans and deceitfulness that goes along with those kind of people. However, of course, I was kind of hoping that after 4 years things would turn around and be better than the way they were. My life has changed quite a bit in the last 4 years. I have given up quite a bit in the last 4 years. Rules, restrictions, contradictions, 6-hour drives for a 5-minute doctor's appointment, and all that. Yes, okay, fine. I am grateful that they were there at my hour of need, if you want to say, when my hand got broke. However, so would have the Alberta healthcare system been, and done basically the same kind of job, without all the rigmarole or contradiction or bull. Especially when, like I said, I've asked for help and there's no help to be had. I fall between the so-called cracks all the way around. And it's very, very hard to stay positive when, well, there is, plain and simple, no help to be had from anywhere. Now, I knew after 4 years, after the surgery, they had something planned. However, I was hoping they would hold true to what they had said. And if I went through with their surgery, then, well, everything would be good to go and back to a semi-normal. After, of course, completing a 6-week physio program. However, somehow they got their heads together and decided not to honor the doctor or surgeon's wishes for physio, and pretty much cut me loose. So that means that instead of being freed in 6 weeks, I am cut loose now, which I guess is better than them dragging it on and waiting for the next shoe to drop. It's kind of frustrating that after all this time, it's basically like, yeah, there's the door, don't let it hit you on the way out, a kind of a deal, right? It's kind of weird. I know I've mentioned this in other videos and vlogs, and probably even said it in the first part of this one. I never wanted to be drugged back into their system there. They cut me loose and I got on with my life. I went and got a job. I went and, bought a truck. Moved on with my life. And then when they drugged me back into the system, there goes any hope of a job, and with that, any hope of income, and there goes the truck. And then basically, they don't even put you through proper training or anything to put you into a different field of work, considering you can't do your original chosen profession. They say you're at pre-accident condition, but I darn well know I'm not. Just doing stuff around the house, I know darn well. Pre-accident condition, I was able to lift almost 100 pounds frequently. And now, after 4 years of virtually doing almost nothing, considering what I was doing, it's that number has dropped quite a bit. However, they don't want to spend the time nor the money to better me to, back to pre-accident condition like they're supposed to do. They just cut me loose. Now, of course, I was told that, hey, by all means, if I want physio, I can go for physio. They will not stand in my way. However, they will not pay for the physio to be done. I'll have to pay for that out of my own pocket. Well, why should I have to pay for physio out of my own pocket? Because they won't cover it due to whatever their issues are. One, they're the people that canceled the past 3 physio sessions. 4 or 5 sessions in, they pull the plug and do something different. If they would have went through with the physio sessions, maybe I wouldn't even have had their wonderful surgery they put me through. All I know is it's nice after 4 years not to have a metal plate in my hand. I do notice the difference not having it in there. If I can do my own physio sessions lightly without overstressing it, keep in mind that it's only been a few weeks since the surgery happened. And hopefully it all works out fine. It's kind of one of them things. What do you do? Do you yell, kick, and scream, and make a big issue of it? Call in legal representation? Drag it through the courts and all that? Would you even get anywhere? Or do you just want to forget about it and let her all go? Well, of course, I could have let that morning phone call ruin my day. Ruin it, kind of, what do you want to call it? Scrap the whole day. However, I kind of put that behind me, got out, enjoyed the sun, did some running around. I was actually able to scratch 14 out of my list of 15 of things to do, which is pretty sweet. Like I said, a couple of things on that list weren't really necessity to do. One of them was just to browse, and another thing was a potential project or something in the future that we may or may not, come about then, but time will tell with that. Checked the old post office box, got the handful of junk mail. No letters or nothing this round, but hey, again, the address is down in the description if y'all want to send me something. But pretty much, guys, I filmed this here vlog with a new camera, the Canon PowerShot SX620HS. The old 610HS has been around for, I don't know, a year and a half or something, and it's been well used in and out of the vehicle, projects, stuff like that, and it was time to retire it and buy something new. I know there's better cameras probably out there than the one that I'm using. However, at this stage in the game, this camera's probably close or equal to the one I was using. Let me know your thoughts on the vlog, as well as let me know your thoughts on the 620 HS camera. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.